Hey everyone, how is it going? Thank you all for stopping in. I see we had a few people stop in already. We had Ashley at CNC Farms, we have Danny Days Ahead, we had DJ's Cartoon Universe, Purple Wings. Hi everyone, how are you? And of course, Tony is here with me. Oh no, I got my mute. Here we go. Mute that. You guys didn't hear a thing because I have headphones on, which is fantastic. But I heard it all talking in my head. I hear lots
There
of
goes
things
Donald
in
for
my.
you.
I hear lots of things going in my head. Yep, and that's not good sometimes, but it's awfully funny a lot of times. So we are on our Camp Challenge Alliance weekly talk. Now, this week we decided we were going to push back the giving out of the sticker because Johnny is not going to be here, and
Right.
that's something he kind of wanted to do. He likes to be a part of, so we're going to push that back to next week. But we can still talk about a lot of the videos and what went on
And
and
the
who we
link's up
got. And,
there if anybody wants
yep,
to come in and join us in this camping talk. We will try to stick to the camping talk for an hour, right?
yep. Try. It
No,
usually
we have failed so many times.
it usually fails even if we don't open the live, but uh, that's a thought, you know. But
Have you seen Dan's new video on the headlamps?
Dan,
Wandering Monk.
no, I did not.
Okay.
No.
I made a pretty big comment on that one because he was talking about Sun Blessa and the 150 lumen, and it's like I got a 1200 lumen headlamp that costs $12 and it's rechargeable. I didn't
That's
want to do that, but I actually included the link to the headlamp too in the comment.
it's weird because I never got the pop up for that video.
He goes on every Saturday for his normal videos, but he's putting 2 extra out this week. Yeah. You got the bell
Let's light
room?
it up. Yeah, I never saw that pop. I never saw them pop up on my thing.
Yeah, he did
But I mean,
a
like,
headlamp comparison, and it was pretty good. He did a well done video on it, showing 3 different headlamps. But I was looking at the night when he was shining the headlamp, and I'm like, oh man, I just lit that up.
but I mean, like, I got the Sunbelta headlamp too, and I found it great
Yeah.
for myself, right? For what I use it for.
Well,
Um,
I don't have the Sun Blessa handy, but you
yeah,
can see the difference in thickness.
yeah.
And this is 1200 lumen. And
Yes, the
turn it on,
Sunbelta one.
the run time was the same as the Sun Blessa.
Yeah.
So I'm not 100, 330, I think is the good one I got. And this is 1200 lumen. They run same battery time. Yeah, this is probably twice the heaviness, at least. I mean, this is a big headlamp, but it's USB rechargeable, and it is crazy. I'm going through the modes. This is the 900, I think. Oh, yeah, that's 1200 there. Ooh,
Yeah, but
man,
like,
that blinded me. And
it's
it
just
has
a
a
little
memory, so
tiny.
if you hold the button and turn it off, it will come back to same light mode, whatever one you picked. It has also a motion sensor.
Yeah, I don't like the motion sensor thing, honestly.
That is so irritating. Let me make sure it's off. Because
Just because
you'll be doing things like cutting firewood or batoning
lights
down some
on,
wood and
lights
stuff
off,
like that.
lights on, lights off,
Lights
lights
off,
on.
lights on. Like, are you kidding me? That feature I don't like, and I don't use it. Got 14 modes in one and 14 modes in the motion sensor.
But this one on the Sunbelta one, I mean, like for me, this was perfect because it has the bright side with three settings of brightness, which is low, medium, high,
Right.
and the red side there's also white, low, medium, and high. That's more diffused. It's a more diffused
Mm-hmm.
light, so it's not as bright if you don't need as much. But I mean, like, I didn't even know I had this thing on when I was doing stuff at all. Right, and I
Yeah,
guess too, I'm
the
used to
weight
the
factor is huge.
yeah the strap on this too, where it has the reflectix on it, makes it a lot easy, really easy to spot. But on this type of strapping, I was used to because it's the same stuff that goes on my head mounted camera has this same
Right.
strapping. So I was when I put it on, it was like I was really used to it already. So, but I thought it was good.
And the weight factor for me between what I use and Sunblast, so the one I use has got the brightness blown out of the park. And I've turned them both on, set them side by side, and going that 1200 lumen versus that 150 lumen. I think I like that one better. And don't get me wrong, both of them last a long time. The red light on this headlamp isn't as good as Sunbless's. I mean, we all know a red light is great for not losing your night vision.
Yeah, now mine is 365 on the lumens.
It's a 360. That's not bad.
Yeah, mine's 365 on the bright one, on the regular one,
I haven't tested
and
that one out yet. I have the newer model. I just haven't tested it. It's hard to test a
it's
product when the one you have is so much better than you know that.
yeah. But I mean, like, there was a couple of different kinds in the Sunbelta headlamp, so I
Mm-hmm.
just made sure that I got one that, like, I got them to send the one that would be more suitable to stuff I was doing versus a headlamp that is going to be not because they had one that was lower lumens and one that was, I think they had one that was higher too, but this one was the one that I got sent and it was perfect because
Yeah,
I
I
picked the
know
one
they're
that didn't
working
have
on a
all the
new
colors and everything.
high
Yeah,
lumen lens.
yeah,
Um, we'll see how that works out. I like the lightweight. I mean, that was the seller for me.
yeah.
That thing is so small, so light.
That was a big thing for me too. And I mean, like, even with the packaging, is the case in that you put it in, it's not heavy,
No, no,
right?
my headlamp by itself is heavier than the case and the components inside that Sunblessa. But my headlamp gives me a better performance than the Sunbless I can even compare to so far.
Yeah,
Oh, but at one point they get like up to 800 lumen. That's a good standard, flashlight standard. I mean, the one I have is crazy. I mean, for $24, you can buy two of them, and they're 1200 lumen.
Yeah,
That's crazy for a headlamp.
it
And I
is. I
just
mean, like
threw
a lot
away
of them.
seven. I just threw away 7 headlamps that I've owned previously.
Oh, not me.
well,
Not me.
we've been kind of shrinking down because we're going from one motorhome to another, so we have to go through everything. And I'm like, I really don't need all this. I'm never going to use these again. Gone.
Yeah.
I should have done video on headlamp comparisons through time
Hey,
because
Peter.
I bought my
Hey,
first
Connor.
one in the early 90s.
Hey, Eagles.
Hey, Peter,
Hey,
Eagles,
Randy.
how you doing? Randy?
Yep. So, what you could have done, was giving them away. As a giveaway. Stuff like
Thought
that.
about that. A couple of
Yeah.
them are brand new, too.
Yeah. I would anything like that. If I have to like, if I'm using a piece of gear and I got something new, so I'm not using that piece of gear anymore. What I'm probably gonna do with like a couple of things that I have, eventually, most everything I have now, I specifically use. But if I start getting better stuff or replacement stuff or stuff like that, what I'm gonna
right.
start doing is, hey, here's the cup I've been using.
Well, you need to get
Put it
rid
up
of
for a
that cup.
giveaway.
There's no qualms about that one. That thing is
Not getting rid
old
of my
now.
cup. That's got that's in my backpack because I put it in my backpack. But no, I am
I
not
have
getting rid of my cup.
I picked up one of those aluminum ones,
Mm.
same size, and that's my go-to.
But that's like the
Actually, I
ones
got a
I got
video
on.
coming out Sunday showing me how I do the insulation. I don't even know what stuff's called. It's just we use it in the motorhome for blocking out the windows, stuff like that. But it works great for wrapping your pot,
Hi,
wrapping your
Beatrice.
containers. I did one
Oh,
for my coffee cup.
hey, Larry and Robin. You're talking about the. I know what you're talking about. It's a thermal wrap.
Yeah,
Hey, Mona. Sorry. Hi, Mona. Mona de Bois.
Mona did
Um,
what?
Mona de Bois. I know. It's amazing, isn't it? Um, yeah, so mine are still mine are still in my backpack. Them cups are my go-tos forever. Sorry,
I hate to say
stuttering off
this,
there.
but
I
I
just
did buy an underquilt.
yeah.
One of the campgrounds we were in Oregon, I think I did a bike ride or something around that one. But I got cold underneath. I wasn't using my wool liner because I have a sheepskin blanket that I, usually put in the bottom of my hammock. And no, I didn't use that. And I got cold. It's like, all right, fine. Gold Armor, they make an underquilt for their hammocks. So I'm still staying on the very cheap side of things, was I do have the Gold Armor hammock. I got the Gold Armor underquilt coming. I got the Gold Armor tarp for over the top. I got the Gold Armor bug net and the Gold Armor pillow, which I use that pillow every day. And for the whole thing, I'm probably $150 into the whole setup,
Nice. Mine
which
with
is
my
crazy
hammock.
when there's hammocks out there that cost you way more than that.
Yeah, just for the hammocks. I got a Martian's hammock. I think it was $40 for the hammock, and it's a double up to 600 pounds. And
Yeah,
I got the
and
I
mine's
bought
only 500. So
mine.
if
I
you
think
want to
is
sleep with me, you're gonna have to lose some weight, Al.
I think mine is 660. I think is the weight limit on mine. But then I went and I bought the Martians because I had a Martians blanket,
Mm.
and it's pretty lightweight. And when you put it on, it just traps heat inside of it. So what I did then when I went looking for an underquilt, I saw um, the Martians underquilt. So I said, "Hey, the
I
blanket's
used,
fantastic."
I
So I
used to
got
always
that.
be a sleeping bagger, but
Mm,
sleeping bags really suck in a hammock.
yeah, they're hard to get in and
You
out of.
literally got to get into your sleeping bag, then get into your hammock. Um, the one I have now, it's a mummy bag with a toe box. I use it as a quilt. The next one I buy is going to be a quilt because I've never zipped the thing up. I'm on a
Yep.
cot right now and it's warm out. So it's
Yeah, it's not bad at
61
all.
here, Al.
It's nice out here, but it ain't 61. It's in the 40s now. But I mean, like for me, in the 40s is nice. Well, I went out yesterday, and I went to my camp, and it was in the 40s, but the real feel was 31 because
Was
of the wind.
snow pretty much melted
Hmm?
or you
Yeah, the
still had to trek
snow
through
is
that
no, the
slush?
snow is all pretty much gone. But
Okay.
the thing is when I did get, hey DJ, when I did get up to my camp and I sat down, um, the way the trees had the wind and that blocked, I was sitting at my camp and it was one point I was like really warm. It was like sitting down. It was like t-shirt weather.
Oh,
So
you had to say t-shirt because DJ is wearing one.
I know.
La.
I noticed that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Carry on.
Well, it looks like Jen and
Tomorrow
Steve.
here
Hey,
it's supposed to
Jen.
be t-shirt weather. We'll see.
Hey, wherever you are, Garcia.
80 Fahrenheit, Jen. Oh my God. 81 with Larry. Hey, Tiffany, Canadian Family Life. Thank you for
Yeah, Saturday
stopping
and Sunday are
in.
supposed to be 80s here on the coast, which is crazy.
Yeah, hey, Tiffany Garcia.
Dang, Eagles, you guys are all burning up.
Yep.
Too early in the year for 80s.
Yeah,
Al
not.
would just like to
Uh,
see 80s once.
I'm gonna have to go. Look at this, chef. I'm gonna have to go a bit further south if I want to see 80s.
Uh huh.
So
Yeah, but for you, 40 degrees, t-shirt weather.
yeah.
And for me, it's 50 to 60, which I'm in right now.
Well, I mean, like
For
for me,
DJ, it's just day pending.
yeah, for me, the 40s is
Uh,
nice when I goes out to do stuff. I find that it's really comfortable when you're trying to do something outside.
hey,
It's
Yeah,
Wendy.
it's working weather is what I would call it.
I like the low 50s.
Yeah,
If
now
I
low
can keep
fifties
that
is good too. But
steady, I probably wouldn't be married. My wife likes the 70s, but that'd be why she's hunkered down in the motorhome right now.
Uh, hmm, hmm,
Where I'm out, I'm always outside. You guys know me.
mhm.
I'm always outside. I'll deal with what comes to get me. I'm on the coast right now in Oregon, and yeah, it's nice right now. Beautiful out.
nice. Hey Scott, how are you doing?
Yeah,
Thank you
I
for
can see
stopping
blue.
in.
Funny Scott. Hmm.
Drunken chef equals cleans.
Yo, hey,
Thanks,
Snugster,
Jeff.
hey, how are you doing?
Mona.
huh.
Lots of nice people stopping in to say hi. I really
Yeah.
appreciate that. We're on our first hour of our camp talk. And though it has been camp related, it has not been camp related.
That's a good way of saying
Well,
it.
Because
well.
it's true, because I mean, like, the weather has a lot to do with when you're out camping, and
It
we
does.
just
I
we
mean,
just spent a good
for
portion talking
for
about the
you,
weather.
Oh, and
you've been complaining about your weather for months and feeling depressed because you can't get out.
Yep. And
The
yesterday I
weather
was able to
is
get
a
out.
big thing for camping, even for someone like DJ. He didn't go camping,
Nope.
but he's
no.
gonna have no choice when I show up in Florida.
Hmm.
Maybe we'll make your favorite pizza.
I think
Uh,
Chef got something he wants to share. You're welcome to come up on panel and share it out if you want, Chef.
Sure.
yeah.
Um,
I miss. Sorry, I got to look around my phone to see my
what's
comments. My
this?
desk is small.
Yeah, I thought it was. He said it is going on live tonight. Yeah, Gorilla Joe is having a live tonight, and I think he might actually be on now.
Nice.
Maybe,
Uh,
maybe because this is here.
oh,
I don't know.
I don't have a notification yet.
I didn't get a notification either, so I don't. That's why I don't know.
Hmm.
Do is that this is there we go. Hello,
What up?
chef.
What
How are
up?
you
Yeah,
doing?
hey,
Hey, what's going on, gentlemen? Does half a shirt count?
That's a good
You
one.
got it
I'm
beat.
kidding, DJ.
See now, if DJ never had to have his shirt on, we're right in line for no shirt, half a shirt, full shirt, and then we got a shirt and a long sleeve shirt.
you got you
I'm.
actually have less clothes on than DJ this time.
I do.
Hey, little chef.
hmm.
How's it going, gentlemen? How we doing? What's up, DJ?
Good, good, good.
Good
Hey, little
stuff.
chef.
Tony. Hey, everybody. Thank you for letting me come up here. I just wanted to real quick, if I could, out talk about Gorilla Joe Barbecue. He's got a live coming up tonight. And this is his very first ever live. We've been trying to get him to do this for the longest time, and he's trying to get some watch hours. He's about 2,800 in. He's got the subs. He's already passed his year mark, so he lost hours. But it's going to be him, myself, and Chef's Backyard tonight at 5 p.m. Pacific time. which is in like an hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
If
Yep.
Yeah, if you guys can make it, that would be awesome. I know that the whole world is on Friday night, so people are going to come and go. So I understand.
Lots of
You guys
people
Yeah.
can
are
come.
on tonight. Well, we are about an hour. We're about a half an hour in, so yeah, in about an hour and a half, we'll be shutting down. So I will definitely
Hold on.
Yeah, and
What? You're
send
about
gonna
people
hide the
over.
little girl?
yeah,
Oh, she can hide herself. I see.
and yeah, in about an hour and a half, I'm
Yep.
going live. So
Yeah, I thought you were going to be live too. Yeah,
Oh, I'm
yeah.
not
I knew
watching
there
that,
was going to be a
DJ. You
bunch.
know me better.
Yeah,
What are
I
you
know.
guys
I
doing
know.
tonight, DJ?
Well, I don't know what. I have a idea of what I want to do, but I don't know yet, Tony.
Hey, Jason.
Yeah, hey,
Jason, what
Dimple.
up? Dimples.
Hey, Chef. When
Yeah,
I get in the big containers at a habanero.
bro, I was trying to reach out to you so I could personally hand it to you.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
I'm
drove by
so
and missed him.
fast.
He
Oh,
was
no,
on the
I had
side of
no
the road
choice. I
saying,
had to
"Bye."
move.
Yeah, I know. You were like 3 hours away from me for the longest time, and I just never ended up
Yeah.
going out that way to Cali, and so it didn't work out. And I was hoping that you were going to swing by on the way somewheres, and then you was just here and gone. I was like, damn.
I never even hit Phoenix.
We don't
Oh
need to
no.
know that, dear
I
Eagles.
never, yeah, I completely missed it. I
Oh
was like,
well.
Eagles,
no, man, I
why
want to
do
go
you
here.
want to know?
Hey, Gary.
Yeah, hey, good,
We
good.
don't need to know this, Eagles.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
don't, I don't make the travel.
Yeah, I remember you
I
saying that.
just drive. I'm
He's
like,
just
no,
given the
we need to
destination and
go over
says,
by
"Get there."
Phoenix. And the wife's like, why? So I can see Chef.
There you go.
You want some baby backs or something? you know?
Got
He's
that
like,
good
we
barbecue.
need
We
to be
should
here
stop.
at this point and this here at this point, and completely didn't even go through the area.
Hey, it's all good. Another time, brother. Another time.
Oh, and I'm not knocking next year.
Yeah, there
I'm
you go.
stopping. But
Who knows? Maybe we'll be out that way
I
sometime.
still probably
You
need
never know.
more of the habanero.
Okay.
Hmm.
I know. I've had a couple of requests for bigger bottles of stuff, and I have the bottles in the cart right now, so we're looking at it. I just have
Hey,
to pull the
Gary.
trigger.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I get that. I mean, we've only tried the SPG, which
yeah,
works on rice like amazingly,
nice.
and the habanero.
Hmm.
And it's like, that habanero had
Yeah,
the flavor right.
there you go. Yep,
When's
that's
Little Chef coming out with their own mixes?
She actually has a ranch. She has Little Chef's ranch.
Yeah, I don't like ranch, so next.
Oh well.
Ah,
Just because
Yeah.
you haven't had this ranch, that's why.
could be.
Hi, little
I
chef.
like ranch
Al says hi.
as an extra seasoning with chicken. Big mace. That's my big one. Is chicken.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Nice.
Guys, I'm gonna hop off to look for dinner, and I will see y'all in an hour and a half. Bye,
All right,
See
DJ.
I
you,
might see you,
DJ.
Later,
DJ. We
DJ.
don't know.
guys.
So yeah, tonight at 5 p.m. I know DJ's going live around the same time, but if those of you that can pop in, say what's up, hit the like, show some support, that would be awesome. Gorilla
Oh,
Joe's
absolutely.
Barbecue. I'll drop the link in a minute
It
so you
all
can
depends on what
stop
time
out.
I eat.
Yeah, it's all good.
'Cause you
It's
guys in
all
your
good.
videos are really mean. about when you're hungry.
So you got to eat first, right?
Yes.
Hey, Mark. Yeah, Chef, you drop
That's
the
fine.
link.
I will.
I will. I'll copy the link, and when I'm getting ready to end, then I'll repost it.
Appreciate it, man.
So, and if you're around, you're more than welcome to post the link out if you're around. But
Yeah.
if you're not, I'll pop it in there again.
Yeah, I think I'll have you do that. I'm gonna see if I can pop around and kind of promote it a little bit. But I'm working on a project with Little Chef as well.
Nice.
Promote it. So,
Top secret project going on, is it?
yeah, top
Mm.
secret.
Yeah,
Yes.
got to learn how to cook a potato.
Yeah.
There you go.
Peter says
All right,
he'll be
guys.
getting that ranch.
Oh,
Peter said he'll be getting that ranch.
oh, there you go.
Yeah. Loves
Getting the
ranch.
ranch. I love ranch. There you go. There you go. Where are you located, Peter? We'll have to look into that. Make sure that it's it arrives there on time, and
He's in. I believe Peter's in the States.
have to figure out the whole shipping and everything. So, all right, gentlemen, I appreciate you guys. I'm going to tap out so I can help Little Chef with her, what she's doing, and
All right, brother, you have
I'll drop that link.
good fun with that girl.
Sweat.
All right.
See you, Chef. Thanks for coming
All
up.
right.
Appreciate it.
Peace out.
Yep.
Madwood, hey.
Hey, man, Will Barbecue. Chat is jumping on me. Chat is jumping on me.
I got some people watching. I don't get it.
Andrew, hey Andrew, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in. What's up, Gary King? Okay, I think we're good. Belt Lop? Who's Belt Lop? Belt Lop!
Bill on.
That's great. Daniel, I just seen it. Daniel pop in. Hey, Daniel. Yeah, we do have the room open to guys. If any of you guys would like to jump up here with us,
Let's keep the next 20 minutes at least to camping and stuff like that.
Yeah, we do try to
We
keep
do
it
like
all about the
food.
camping.
Don't get me wrong. We do like food. And Chef cheats every time.
Look, I went out yesterday. Thank you, Rainy. Appreciate that. I went out yesterday and I got down to my camp, and it was just a general day at camp. I'm not gonna get into too much because I don't have the video up yet. But
What'd you fix? Some stuff?
I cooked a steak at camp yesterday,
Ooh.
but I cooked it a little different than I normally would cook it. And oh man, was it ever delicious.
So you went well done.
No. No. I did not go well done. But it was so delicious the way that I had done it up. It wasn't even funny.
Did you use chef's rub on it?
Nope. The
probably don't.
only thing I put on it was a little bit of salt. That was it.
Yeah.
But
You
it was
gotta have
just
salt,
it was
but-
just in how I cooked it. It gave it so much flavor and it gave it so much taste, and it was.
Pay attention. Find out Monday.
I'm gonna do a Homer Simpson on that. Oh, Monday you won't find out.
Oh, it's the next one?
It's gonna be my next Monday one because my hey Gary,
I'm Belt Loop 29 gardening.
No, it says YouTube police.
Yeah.
No, it just. All right.
Well, I'm all kinds of confused.
Well, hang on. I can fix that real quick. There we go.
How you doing, Gary?
I'm doing well. How y'all doing?
Good, good, good. Hanging in
Not too
there.
bad. No work today for you?
No, I'm off on Fridays and Saturdays here lately. For a
Okay.
couple of years, I was working at least 6 days a week with one day off. But here of late, I mentioned that I would like to have 2 days off a week, and they started to actually let me have 2 days off a week. So, I've started enjoying, Fridays. In fact, today, hey, Sherman's Family Farm, good to see you, brother. Um, Today I went and saw Mama for your Mama's week. Mama's Day is coming up. I think it's on Sunday, and
This
so
Sunday
week?
or Monday? Yeah.
Oh, shit.
so
Sorry.
through and
Yep.
took
Sunday.
Mama and Tammy out to eat. Bought them a hamburger. Let them order anything off the menu they wanted, and you know, well that's a reference to an old joke that I used to tell about telling them they had to order off the dollar menu. But since dollar menus ain't a thing anymore, that kind of loses all reference. Never mind.
I still every so often see a dollar menu.
Well, that'd be cool.
You can get 4 chicken nuggets for $1.
Well, 4 chicken nuggets, that's like saying you're getting one of them.
Jim,
Almost.
where are you off to?
You think 4 actually
Let me
qualifies as one? I was thinking 8, but
Let's, hey, if you want to drive a couple hours, I'll drive a couple hours and meet you in the middle. I will. Hey, Purple Winks. Hey, Connectivity. I know you're already driving a long way still. Um, if you come through Central Mississippi, I'd leave right now and go meet up with you. We go hang out. I take you, all you and yours out to eat.
Ashley, you should be recording this. I hope you are.
Property.
That's
Hey,
good.
shoot it.
That's good content. Trying to catch a peacock.
I
I
would
know
think so.
some of the they can be pretty aggressive depending on the time of the year too. I think so. That could make a really interesting video if you wanted to record it.
Hey, Al, Tony,
Yes.
are y'all coming down to the meetup on June the 3rd?
June the 3rd, I'm going to be on the Washington Beach. I
Well,
hope.
so is that a yes or a no?
I would love to be
I'd
able to
say
go
no.
to all of these meetups again, but
Well,
the distance I would have to go to get there,
I understand.
that's
It's
my
all
issue.
good. I just thought I'd ask.
Yeah. But there's a
Now,
big
my
meetup
plans
in
right now are in the air because I'm waiting on the new motorhome, but I don't know what's going in the future. Both my wife and I are now retired, so we can do anything.
Well, you could come over to Mississippi.
I don't think Mississippi's even on the world map.
You just have to have the right map.
I know the wife wants to go and see some of the places down in that area. Personally, I like the Northwest.
I understand.
Hey Mark.
How's it going,
Mark.
gentlemen?
It's a going.
All right.
I
We're going
wanted
squeaky
to
toy
see-
syndrome again.
This is what I wanted to see. Ashley running down the driveway this morning, chasing a peacock in her boots and pajamas.
Oh, that so should be video.
Nicole, stop it.
I think you're going to have to get a little louder than that.
Yeah, Winks, I am stuck where I'm at right now until they say I can come pick up the new motorhome. I had to cancel a bunch of plans, which really sucks. But I kind of want the new motorhome, and This is the closest place I can be to it, 100 miles, something like that.
Hello, everybody in chat. Good to see you.
What's up, Mark? Good to see you, brother.
Oh, not much. Relaxing finally after a long day,
You get it into place?
Yeah, got it pulled up there. Got it put on the concrete. Got the blocks under it. Got it all leveled up. I just got to make some 2 foot by 2 foot forms to put down underneath for the blocks, so that way it's got a bigger platform, so the weight of it don't push it in the ground so easy. So it'll stay level for a long time. So
The weight factor isn't an option if you don't step through the door.
Well, we just, we get around here.
Okay, Eagles.
Winks, I am in Florence, Oregon right now, at least for another week.
You're in Oregon?
Beautiful area.
Eagles. I gotta check on Eagles Tracker. I don't know if I got them.
Eagles Tracker?
Sherman's family.
You don't have eagles?
No, I mean, as I gotta make sure that I got them in my Nightbot because Eagles is a member on my channel.
Right. Yep.
I gotta make sure that I got them in my Nightbot. I'll check that now when I get off of here.
By the way, Tony, I want to say thank you again for being up there on the panel. And
Star
Mark,
Trek night, Gary, you have a hard time keeping me away from something like that.
yeah. Well, we had 80s trivia this morning. Yeah, that was this morning. My days are starting to run together again. And but we
I'm
had
being retired, Gary. They don't stop blending.
You had Star Trek trivia,
yeah.
and
Oh,
I
you
did
missed
not.
that?
I did not know this.
That was fun.
I'm a Trekkie, brother.
Look at this.
Y'all stop it.
Gary?
No,
Leave me alone.
Gary absolutely stumped us on like 12 questions. Killed the whole group.
Hey, it was hard. That looked sharp there, Al.
I want one.
Leave him alone. He ain't messing with you. He ain't coming down trying to mess with you. It's just words. Stop it.
Here, Papa.
Those are just words too, Gary.
Go get it. Go get it.
I'm not sure whose bark is louder.
Tell you what, I know.
But yeah, we Tuesday night, Gary decided to do Star Trek trivia, and he has stumped the group many times.
I don't think he would have stumped me. I'm after seeing everything Star Trek, with exceptions of Star Trek Picard, which is out.
Oh no.
All right.
There was no Picard ones. Well, there's a couple influences on it, but some of his questions weren't just about what's in the show.
What two major characters on Star Trek got married to each other?
Oh gosh.
He
Wasn't
killed everybody with
Wasn't it
this one.
Jonathan married? Okay, I don't know who he married, but wasn't it Jonathan Franks that married one of the actors?
No.
Because I know he's
Bashar?
turned
Was
into.
that his name? Bashar?
No.
Bashir?
Bashir was married.
Bashir, okay.
Ooh, what
Okay.
was that noise?
Oh,
my gosh.
Let's see.
Oh, and that Bajoran.
Nana Visitor and Dr.
Oh
Bashir and y'all stop it. We can't keep doing this. Y'all gonna have to learn to get along.
Oh, that was Deep Space Nine, Dr. Bashir, and Major
Major
Kira.
Reese.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bashir and Kira. Is the
But they
answer.
got married in real life. So
And isn't it funny how in the show Dr. Bashir and
Jadzia Dax.
Dax were together?
Yeah.
Well, see, that was with Esri Dax. I think he had the hots for Jadzia Dax.
Yes, but Ezra
ended
Dax
up
is the one
marrying
that
Michael,
ended up.
or Worf, Michael Dorn,
Yeah.
who Michael Dorn played the character.
Worf.
Right. Well, that's what I just said.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, these questions, though, I'll tell you, Al, were not just typical knowledge about the show, but
The actors themselves.
yeah, and hey, and it wasn't just about DS9; it was about all of them, and it was.
And we had questions about the original series.
Who was
we had questions clear up DS9, Voyager.
Even had one about the animated series.
Yeah,
I didn't
that
watch
one
the
stumped me big time. It's like,
but that's like
that.
in the original Star Trek, James T. Kirk wasn't the captain of the Enterprise.
Right.
No, there was one question about that, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was a couple of questions about Captain Pike.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is Captain Pike.
Oh, who was the first?
Jonathan Pike.
What was the first character Majel Barrett played?
Majel Barrett. See, I don't know them by their actor names.
Well, Majel
That's
Barrett
where I summed up. I don't know a lot of them.
Majel Barrett.
She played
If you're a Trekkie, you really need to know who Majel Barrett is, because Majel Barrett has appeared in pretty much every series.
That was Gene Roddenberry's wife, right?
Right. And in the first episode, the pilot, she played the second in command, the first officer. Throughout the first series, she played Nurse Chapel. She played Loxana Troy in Deep Space Nine, and in the new Next
Generation,
and I think as well in the maybe even the Enterprise. I don't know. And she played the computer voice. She was majorly involved in a lot of different aspects of Star Trek. So she's it's somebody that she's worth reading up about or looking into.
if you had went down and started asking questions about anything that went on in all of the shows, like not with regards of the actors, I would have been all over it because I know that. But I didn't. I don't follow the
bunch of questions
individual
that
actors.
were part of the show and were pretty easy to remember and find out. But Garrett, he just wanted to go outside the program on his question.
Well,
but
I looked up the questions. I looked up the questions, and they weren't, the questions. I didn't create the questions; they were already there. Just, And then last night we had an '80s quiz, '80s trivia thing going. Technically, that was this morning. So,
yeah, I definitely was asleep.
I missed that one.
Well, it started about when it was like 2:30 your morning.
Oh gosh, yeah, no,
I was sleeping too.
Hey, I'm actually thinking about taking, because we went through a lot of questions on the '80s, a lot of them, because we probably went through 5, 6, or 7 different quiz, '80s quiz things. were 10 or 20 questions apiece. I'm thinking of clipping out that part of the live stream and just going through and in fact, I think I am going to do that. I'll do that while I'm sitting here. Um, I'm going to clip out that part because we didn't start it till like an hour into it. But let's see. I don't remember. Yeah, that was late night, so I'll look at. I'll download that recording, and then I'll. Anyhow, I'm gonna clip that out. I think and just post it as a video for YouTube Police, and just have an '80s quiz, '80s. I don't know what I'm gonna call it. Something about the '80s trivia. I think that would be fun.
I think this one's for you, Gary.
Oh, I was there, Gary, giving you the right answers, but you weren't watching. I'm sorry. I get distracted on things. You know, I'm sorry, Jen. You know I love you. You know I love your channel and your family. You know, I think greatly about you. But I have my own shortcomings. And I ain't never tried to hide them. I tell people right up front I'm scatterbrained and I am inept when it comes to YouTube. It has always astounded me that anybody would a program because I'm a poor host. I try to be, try to get better.
Yeah,
But
you do
I
all,
don't believe that.
you do all right. You know, everybody's different on their channels and their lives, so you do fine, man.
Yep.
well, we ended up going
Hey.
2.5 hours.
You know, it could be worse. Because you could be like this guy.
That's a big old boy.
That's
But I will tell you that picture is a fake. Batman has never been that fat or that heavy.
well, he is. He just wears a girdle.
No, 'cause I am Batman. And I ain't never had to have no girdle. But
That's the belt still fits.
I will admit though that the exaggeration of my physical fitness has been slightly exaggerated on film. Why do you think I got all them gadgets?
Because you couldn't find one you can use.
Hey, Heather. Hey, Budfellas.
Let's
Chef's
see.
still hanging out. Ashley's still here. Yeah, we're going way off topic now.
I'm sorry, I didn't.
That's okay. That's
I'll
okay.
head out. I don't really do much in the way of is done on
But
my
see,
reply.
the thing
You
is,
don't have to
Gary,
head out, Gary. You're good.
you don't have to head out. You're good. But the thing is with the Camp Challenge Alliance, we're not even promoting go camping. We're
No.
promoting try to do something that revolves around camping, even if you can't go out camping. Do it at your home. Do it indoors on the sofa. Do it, you know. This one that we're currently doing is water. So I mean, like you could do anything from water collection to water filtration to how would you use different things with water.
There'll be some good videos coming out for
There
this
you
water
go.
challenge.
See, camping,
But-
water challenge, boiling your water in your pot,
Oh, making coffee.
making
That's
coffee.
a good
There you
one.
go. Hey, Jackie boy, thanks for stopping in.
That's a nice
Welcome
spot,
to Jackie
Gary.
boy.
Thank you. I bought that because it is I guess kind of a prepping type. I don't want to be without my coffee come heck or high water. This is
They make instant coffee.
well, I understand that, but I don't like instant coffee. I like
I don't
percolated coffee.
either.
Well, hey, I'm gonna jump off here. I had to grab a little bite to eat. And
All
Okay,
right,
well,
Mark.
thanks for coming up, Mark.
hey, no problem. I figured I'd jump up here for a bit.
Yes,
thank
you're
you.
always welcome.
All right, later, guys.
See ya. I
I
don't
do
know
have
what
a.
my Google just did, but it said no problem. I was like, I didn't ask you to do anything.
Don't talk to my phone.
I'm
Are you
sorry.
gonna say?
Can I say hello to a few folks?
Absolutely.
Sure.
Go for it.
Hey, hey, Heather Landskron. Hey, Kevin with Hiking with Ashley. Always a pleasure. CNC Farm. Tiffany at Canadian Family Life. Let's see. Good Time Homestead. Sherman's Family Farm. All these great folks coming over here. You know, trouble is, I think they all associated with me already. So I need some new folks. Bring in some new folks.
New
I'm
people is it's touch and go when you're going with new people and getting new
Yep.
subscribers and that. I jumped my channel up big time and it's stuck, so I'm incredibly happy that it's stuck. But
Oh, I know.
my views here lately have dropped off, so I'm
Well,
gonna try to focus more on the video aspect of it, of
yeah.
getting the better video content and quality of video
Well,
out.
everybody tells me do more shorts.
Well, here's the thing. And
I
y'all are
don't do a lot of shorts.
you know, y'all are making some great points because if you think about it, and it's natural for people's views to drop off once they get monetized, and that's because at least in part due to the fact there's a lot of people that watch your playlist and they're pushing, to
Yeah,
try and help you
Pushing it
get
hours, yeah.
I
monetized.
think, but with mine, it wasn't about an hours thing.
No,
And
you
stuff
have the
like that. I
hours.
had my hours and everything like that, and even these past few months that I have been monetized, what I've noticed is my regular videos that I was putting out. And yeah, it's I know what you're saying, Gary. It is like it's normal for them to drop off. But mine were going up and up and up, and they were in the 150s to 200s, and now they're gone down to the 50s. So there was a big, huge drop off, and it was just within a week. You can see the difference in the drop off. So I'm like,
Was
okay,
that right after you got monetized?
no, that's only here recently.
Hmm.
So that's
Oh,
why I'm like, okay, well, it's time to start focusing more
I
on.
try to keep mine around 50 views a day.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Mine were hitting when I would first put out a video. Now, a few weeks ago, I put out a video right off the bat. Within the first day, I had over 100.
Right.
Right by the end of a couple of weeks, it would be up to 200 and 300. So that's what I was looking at, and there now the last couple of videos I put out are struggling to get to the 100 for the entire amount of time that they've been out.
yeah.
So that's where I'm noticing. Okay, well, maybe it's
And those
time to
are
change it up
not
a
your
bit.
throwbacks, right?
Hmm.
Those are your throwbacks.
No, everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, everything here lately. It's just lower on the view count. So that's
Well,
where I'm thinking. Okay, time to start
Well, it's
stepping it up
spring.
with my.
It is springtime for
Yeah,
most of us in America.
yeah. A lot of people are
People
starting to get
are
out.
spending more time outside than on the video and watching and stuff like that, which happens.
hey,
Yep.
I just dropped 200 hours last month. It's like, I'm not really worried about it, but I do watch and kind of pay attention to it. But I dropped 200
Um,
hours in April. I had
yeah.
200 hours last year viewing it in April before I
Hey,
joined this
Rebecca.
community.
Well, that's what I say. I'm not. It's not an hours chase for me. Like I looks at my hours and I'm fine with that. Um, it's just I want to start making some better shots in my videos, some more in depth of what I'm doing and stuff like that, where I
Talk,
can start to
talk
bring
to
up.
your camera.
Oh, I do.
You want hours on the
Me
video?
talk
Talk
to
to
my
your
camera.
camera.
Come on now, Tony. You've seen my
I'm
videos.
horrible too.
I have to cut out half of what I say on the cameras because I just blabber on and on and on and on and on. So yeah,
That's enough. I don't want to hear any more of that.
exactly. So I have to cut out when I'll be talking a lot of stuff. But what I'm looking at doing is I want to do more of the um, try to get
The
some better.
scenery shots are always a big one, you know.
Scenery is nice, but I want to get better visuals of what I'm doing and what I'm trying to show. Like, yes, I'm still gonna have the scenery and the panoramic shots and stuff like this put in
I'll
there.
give you 1,000,000 views if you shave.
Hey, Joe.
That's what my wife told me.
I know. I know. I enjoyed the video.
Yeah. Well, it was like I said, and thank you, Rebecca. And like I said, the even my throwback videos, they're I was getting people coming to me saying, "Oh my God, can you put up the next one because I want to see what's going on and stuff." So I put up the next ones, and I do get views on them. And don't get me wrong, it's nice that I'm getting the views on them. It's just I found it strange that it just dropped like more than half within a week.
Yeah.
That's why it kind of bit me. I was like, "What? Why?" So I'm just gonna do a little bit different.
I know my views are gonna drop because I'm going back to one video a week, then one every other day.
Hey, Rebecca.
Hi.
But yeah, Rebecca, I know you were asking me about the beans, the bush beans in the thing, and that was this is the first year I've tried the bush beans, so I don't know how
Well,
they're going to come up.
I've picked bush beans, and those bushes get big.
Yeah.
So that kind of made me think that it might make them smaller.
Well, yeah, because it's
Being in
only
the
in the little thing. It's only in the little bucket instead of the big one. So that's what this is all trial and error for me. So if it
Okay.
comes, one of the big things I'm looking at is what can I grow that the bugs here are not going to eat so much.
Beets.
Because they don't eat the onions a lot.
Nope.
I know that. They don't really bother the potatoes a big lot.
Do you have
Yeah, root plant.
Do you have grasshoppers?
We do, yeah.
Okay, they love green bean leaves.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
what I think I'm going to do,
I'm just letting you know.
what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to start spraying
I
down my
haven't-
plants with a dish liquid and water mix,
Okay.
just to keep some of them, because that's supposed to be a really good deterrent, and it's
No,
not
it will
harsh.
keep almost everything off your plants.
And it's not harsh.
But
I don't mind spiders. If I find spiders, I try to put them. That's one thing I was doing last year. Every time I'd find spiders, I'd move them into my plants
yeah,
so that they would, try to take care of the stuff. And especially the big house spiders, them big black hairy ones.
We call those
Catch them, put them in your plants.
We call those wolf spiders.
Yep. They're really aggressive, and they'll eat a lot of the bugs and that creep and crawl around. So I was saying the more of them I can put
grapefruit
out in
tomato.
What?
And peppers, for that matter. I mean,
Should I
spiders are just
save,
good all around. Snakes and spiders.
should I save my T-shirt for everybody to see in Oklahoma, or let everybody see the debut of it? I got him. My brother got his. And I got mine.
Oklahoma.
My brother's saying Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's a tough one. It's up to you. It's up to you. I'll leave it up to you. I'm not gonna say yes or no.
My brother says
Right.
they're really nice. I'm like excited.
But I'm hoping that some of this stuff that I puts in this year, because I know my broccoli and my cauliflower got eaten so bad last year. Oh, we just lost Tony.
Oh,
Um,
just lost Tony.
and my turnip tops, the leaves of the turnip were bigger than my hand. Now I'm 6 foot tall, 200 pounds, so my hand's pretty big. The leaves on my turnip, well, let's just say they were as big as Devil Dog's head.
That's pretty big.
That's pretty big, yeah.
That's pretty big.
So I was super excited to get them. You know, even if the turnip itself didn't grow big, I was super excited about the turnip tops. And turned around and I went out one day and a couple of leaves were eaten and I found a little green grubs that was eating them and I got rid of them. And that next day when I went out again, there was just stalks. I was like, oh my God. So this year, I was trying to do it all natural with no pesticides or anything like that. So I didn't put anything on them. So this year I said I got to do something different. So it's going to be the dish liquid, and I'm going to put some coffee grounds on top of the soil. That's supposed to deter a lot of the crawling bugs from getting in stuff.
I know a lot of people use that diatomaceous earth,
Yeah.
which I've been told that it's ground glass.
No, it's shell basically.
Yeah,
Oh,
seashell.
okay.
Seashell.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna try a few different things, and you know, I'm growing in the natural ground that's around me. So use some ladybugs. Yeah, if I could get ladybugs, I'd put them there.
You can order
Ladybugs are good.
ladybugs. I just don't know if you can get them in Canada.
Yeah, I don't think you'd be able to order them here like that because it's not an invasive species. It's just there's not a lot of people that are doing it, and I think if you tried to send a bug through customs, oh, that would be
Well, there is another option. Do y'all have ladybugs up there?
Yeah.
Then what I would recommend is planting some stuff that attracts ladybugs.
Yeah, different flowers and stuff that would attract them.
Right.
But
When it comes to gardening, there's usually more than one way to skin a cat. You want to, you're going to have some issues, just like if you're growing tomatoes and you have trouble with hornworms. You want to plant things and do things that will attract. There's a particular wasp that lays their eggs in hornworms, and so what you do is you do things that attract those, so that when they lay their eggs in those hornworms, it'll produce more, and they'll just there's also, as far as that's concerned, you can spray it with what's Bacillus thuringiensis, I think it is, and I'm probably butchering that name, but that will go through and um, that hey, when they eat the leaves that have been sprayed with that, it causes them paralysis, and they just die. It won't affect all the good stuff. Um, the BT, that's right. BT is also known as Bacillus thuringiensis or something like this, the technical term of it. But and diatomaceous earth is usually referred to as DE. But there are some different things and I'm sorry, I'm spouting off at the mouth again. I'm gonna shut up.
no, it's all good.
No, it's because we need to learn what to do to keep what we're
See,
trying to grow to eat.
the thing with me, I get the whole planting of different plants and stuff like that that are beneficial plants. I know there's certain flowers that if you plant them near or around your garden,
Yeah.
certain bugs just will not go handy because of that flower and the scent that the flower gives off. One of my biggest issues within doing that is I am container gardening.
Yeah. Well,
and I'm limited on the soil and the containers I can have out there. So if I have to plant,
here's a
you know,
thought for you, Al. Go through and rather than having a monoculture, raise or container garden, try to use more of a polyculture container garden. Something like that is where you go through and rather than just planting one thing in there, you have different layers of growth on those. For example, a tomato I had some tomato plants last year that 8.5, 9 feet tall. But you also have some stuff that is going to grow, below that, and depending on how it's setting and what have you, you can grow some stuff that grows right underneath that. You can even grow into the dirt with like turnips and carrots and root vegetables. So
yeah, I looked at doing that. Like I got a couple of, I did that last year because I put carrots and turnip in the same container. Um,
well,
and
carrots are both root crops though.
they're both root, yeah, but it was the bigger container, so they both did grow. Um, and the same thing, one of the biggest things I looked at with doing that is most of my containers are only small
Yeah.
buckets.
They're not
So
very big at all.
if you get more than one plant in there,
Well, that's
pop
why I'm
it's gonna
saying
pop
to
down
look at the
itself, right?
different layers, at the
Mm.
different levels. It's just like if you look at a permaculture, there's like 7 layers, I think, of a permaculture, and the top one being the canopy, the sub canopy. You have herbaceous, you have root. You have there's actually several different levels.
I'm
Have
just not that sophisticated.
well,
I've
right,
got
and I'm not trying to say to go to all the trouble of you can have permaculture, a 7 layer permaculture on a smaller basis. But what I am saying is that use the same principle in going into and have something that's taller, something that's corn is pretty tall. Now, granted, if you need at least 4 stalks of corn really to for it to germinate properly because it's wind germinated. But you can hand germinate or hand pollinate it so that you
I'm gonna go
catch.
check. I'm gonna go check on my supper and just turn off my camera.
Yep.
Sorry, I done run
But
Miss Rebecca off.
no, you didn't run Miss
Yeah,
Rebecca
you
off.
totally chased
But,
her off.
but I mean, like if you're doing gardening like that with, I mean, like say I wanted to plant something like corn. Now, I'm not going to be able to plant corn in a small
No, you won't.
bucket because it's got to have a root base. It's got to have a big enough root base to
Well,
hold the
corn
plant.
doesn't.
Like if I'm planting and stuff, now everybody knows what size this is. This is just a little bit smaller than the buckets that I'm planting in. The buckets I'm
You know,
planting in are probably this much more.
well, the roots of corn doesn't go that deep.
No, but the
Hey,
wind
Gerbs,
would
how you
certainly
doing?
take it. The wind would certainly take a big effect on it if the corn was in a pot this size,
Well, that's true. It probably
right?
would turn the pot over.
Yeah, and that's the other thing that I look at with that because I actually had to enclose part of my upper step just to keep the plants that I do have growing from blowing with the wind and that we have. Hey Gerbs, thanks for stopping in. And that is perfectly fine, Ashley. Whenever you get the chance, there's no rush on it whatsoever. Like I said, I was out one day and I just never entered my mind to pick them up. I wish I was growing coffee. No, I am not growing coffee, Mark. Um, but I may put something like strawberries in that in the coffee pots and get them growing. Put them up, attach them to the rails so that they're up off of the ground, and then the strawberry bushes can grow out over. I was thinking about trying something a little different because I know with strawberries, when they throw out their shoots that look for other places to grow, I was thinking about doing like a
They're
wall,
runners.
a wall, and start at the top and put some smaller containers, and then put some other containers down below them, and just do strawberries let them grow down the whole wall instead of because I'm looking at growing stuff that I know I'm going to use for starters, and I know I'll use strawberries because if I don't use them up, I'll make jams. If I don't make jams, I'll dehydrate them, use them and stuff. So
You didn't run me off. I just need to go check on my catfish that I'm baking.
I didn't know you had cats.
Thank you. I'm glad to know I didn't run you off.
Nope, you did not. I just needed to go turn them over and bake them again. So we're having catfish, and they are not breaded. They're unbreaded catfish
Really?
and rice tonight.
So you didn't breed them at all?
No, they were in a bag, frozen. So I'm excited to
Nice.
try some baked catfish tonight.
I've never had catfish that wasn't fried.
Oh. Hi, Gerbs.
Well, we always have fried catfish and hush puppies with them when you eat
If
catfish.
I just gotta say, Jane, if I ordered praying mantis and one of them got in the house, the cat would have a field day. Doris would, because she'd be playing with that thing forever. I think Nicole might have a heart attack again.
They are such a neat insect.
Yeah.
I literally watched one punch something outside. I
wouldn't mind
that's
having them.
cool.
I don't think they'd survive here. I think like if I got them, they'd only survive that year, and then they'd be gone. Because I don't think they can survive through the winter. They're all over Ontario. Okay, so maybe they can survive the winter. I might get in trouble though for introducing a species into Newfoundland because we don't have them here. Not that I have ever seen them. Not ever. Tony, are you eating Pringles?
Oh, you don't even want to think about this one.
Oh, Doritos. Hot Mustang. Hot mustard. Nice.
I've never seen that bag here.
It tastes like mustard.
I bet it does.
Well, they have a ketchup also. We are not going to try that one. I'm going to buy it for the wife. She likes ketchup, but
Whoa.
I'm not trying it.
It said she hiking with Jackie Boy said, I saw a praying mantis tear up a black widow.
Yeah.
No shocker there.
No shock.
I mean, like a praying mantis is a predatory insect that feeds on pretty much all other insects. Doesn't care what
Yeah.
it is. They're gonna go for it. Hey, Eddie.
Ooh, hi, Eddie.
Hey,
What's up, Dum Dum?
Rebecca. Hey, Gary.
You got good news, Beverly?
Oh,
Hi, Ashley. Hey, Beth. Hey, Heather. Mark. Jackie Boy. Gerbs.
Everybody but me.
Oh, hi, Tony. How you doing, Tony?
It's okay. It's okay, Tony. He didn't say hi to me yet either.
He was the first one I said hello to. I said, hi, Alvin.
he said, hi, Al. I heard him.
I don't know about
No,
that.
ma'am. You lay down. You big old girl. Lay down.
Thanks for stopping in, Eddie. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. I'll see you later.
Okay, bye.
Now, did you put him down or did he put himself down?
He did it
He can
himself.
do that himself here.
Well, I know he can. I just didn't know if he
No,
totally
I
left.
didn't. He did.
Is he
did.
in the basement?
He's in the basement.
Okay. You never
Well,
know.
dang. Now we really got to have to talk bad about him.
Now, Jarbs, you're thinking of the movie Mimic. Do you ever? You guys remember that movie? Mimic?
Oh, yeah.
What movie?
Mimic.
They created a bug to get rid of cockroaches, and it was called a June bug. And it was a breed of June bug, a mantis or something like that. But it learned how to mimic other things in order to survive, and it ended up growing to the size of a person, and it could put its claws together so it looked like a person's face. So it started hunting people.
Oh, congratulations,
Very good.
Beverly.
Oh, congratulations.
That's awesome, Bev.
Congratulations, Beverly.
That's fantastic.
That is awesome.
Never mind the man behind the curtain. Never mind the man
he
behind
always
the
shows
curtain.
his face
He's
every
down
so
in the
often.
basement, and that's where he's going to stay.
Good
Hey,
night, Ashley.
Awesome.
Yeah, just for anybody, and
This
that.
timing needs to be better.
Have fun, Ashley.
Well, I was just going to say on Mama's last scan.
I got a question, Ashley. Am I going to see you tomorrow or not?
On Mama's last scam, it came back clean, so apparently she's cancer free too at the moment.
Awesome.
Mark was.
That's awesome, Beverly.
This is about Mark's comment here was about the bug in Mimic.
Yes.
Oh.
You know how we are about bugs.
Okay. 3.
Hey, Leon Elif. Thank you for stopping in.
Hi, Leon Life.
We got someone hiding out in the basement. Get your butt up here. Sitting back there drinking your own Palmer's.
That reminds me, I'm out of lemonade.
You're out of lemonade.
Devil Dog got me started on them dead gum Arnold Palmer's, and now I can't hardly drink anything else. And now
And
we're out of lemonade.
I'm still hooked on my water.
Oh, I go through water like no tomorrow. I buy a case of 40 water. It doesn't do me no time at all.
You don't have water in your faucet?
I do, but they have it highly chlorinated here, so it tastes funny.
There's 2 things you can do to help that. Maybe is let it sit out for 24 hours and then add vitamin C to it.
He drinks it by the liter.
Well, then take
Well,
the liters out and let it sit
two
out.
of these, 2 of these are a liter. I'll drink about, I'd say 7 or 8, easy a day, if not more. So I need a big container of water left out to get rid of it.
Yeah.
But like, I don't mind if I make tea or coffee or something like that. I'll use the tap water for that. There is times where I will drink the tap water if I'm out of this. But I'd much rather have the clean, bottled water with nothing in it, no chlorine. I think it's
Ow. What is bottled? Bottled.
It's Scottish for a bottle of water. You should know that.
My oven just went off again. I'm gonna go check on my fish.
Vitamin C is often used to remove chlorine and chloramine from large amounts of water.
Yeah, this is calcium, I think they used for this one. It has 20 milligrams of calcium, so it's 2% calcium per bottle. And nothing,
Oh.
and ozone. It's ozone in the water. So
Well,
it's another.
Whoa.
Ozone, I believe, is what they're using to sterilize
Yeah.
anything that's in the water.
Makes you really think about distilled water.
Yeah, I'd buy you. I haven't seen any around that's distilled in little ones like this. Only the great big, like 4 liter ones,
Oh,
and they're
wow.
not as cheap. They're not as cheap.
little
So you
bubbles,
don't have smart water.
Smart water. Smart water tastes just like tap water. I'm sorry, but it did. I tried it. I bought a bottle of it walking around in the supermarket one time because I was dying of thirst, and it tastes worse than my tap water.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
I actually don't drink it. I use it for carrying my water, but
because I was thinking, okay, smart. It's got to be good. I mean, like, smart water. So
man,
I
distilled
just think
water. I mean,
Well, it's better than dumb water.
well, what I was thinking was they called it smart water because someone was smart enough to just fill it up out of the tap and charge a lot of higher price on it. So it was
they
like,
do make good bottles, though.
they do. The bottle was good. Yes, it was really good for drinking out of. Like the bottle is really flexible, and the top of it had it was like a flip top on it, so it was more like an actual water bottle that you were drinking out of. That was the
Yeah,
only thing good
I
about it.
carry two of the regular 1 liter bottles and one of the sport bottles.
Well, now I found out what to do with the boxes.
Yeah. Now, lake water. If I had access to good lake water near me, I'd be drinking that too,
Hey, Ronald.
or well
Hi.
water.
You want to see my
Hey,
supper?
Ronald. Sure.
Hey, Ronald.
Hey, Al. I'm gonna hop down. I just want to come in and say hey.
All
Hey,
right.
Gary.
Well, thank you for stopping in, Gary. That looks good.
Hey, Al.
Yes, it does.
If Gary's leaving, I'm leaving too. So see you later.
Why are you leaving,
Later.
devil dog?
Because if my buddy Gary's leaving, I'm leaving.
So what am I?
What am I?
Let's just bring DJ
Top-
back up and.
Top liver, am I? I'm top liver. Well,
I'll stick around then, because
So he's not even up on panel, Gary. He's the one saying that he's my buddy and your buddy and everything. He's not even up on panel to talk to us. He's hiding down in the basement.
I know,
Not
hanging
making a
out.
smart remark, right?
It's almost like he's hanging out with the group. He's just setting himself apart a little bit. Just kind of watching.
There's a name on there. It's called antisocial.
Well, he can be antisocial at times, but he's
He's
very.
not my auntie.
Eddie, get your behind up here, or I'm going to bring you up. Come on. Look, see what he did then? This when you threaten him, this is what he does. He hides.
Well, if I looked like that, I'd probably hide too.
Hey, I'm tired. I only had 3 hours sleep. I went to sleep at like noon, and I told Jamie to wake me up at 2. I told Jamie to wake me up at 2, and she didn't wake me up till 3.
And yesterday,
Excuses.
Eddie is something else, right? Because he says I never phones him anymore. But when I do phone him, he never answers because I phoned him yesterday, and it was just ring, 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 and he never answered me at all. So I was
Well,
like,
that
Sounds like me.
That's because that's because I was asleep.
Yeah.
You were asleep after 2:00 your time.
Yes, yesterday I slept till 4.
Yeah. He's asleep up until there's a chance if you call him at 6 or 7 o'clock in the evening, he ain't gonna be awake.
So then, after that,
call him
usually
at
I go to
midnight.
sleep. So
Listen, see, I was up since about 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon, and I didn't go to sleep until noon today.
Hang
And
on
then
now,
I
just stop
and
for a
then
minute and
then I
pause.
got up
What,
at
what
3.
did
Well,
you say
that's
first?
I did not wake up yesterday until 4 p.m. I believe.
Oh, because
And
I thought you
then
said you were
I did
up until about 4
no,
p.m.
no, I
Oh,
did not go to sleep until or I did not
You
wake
need to
up
change your habits, buddy.
I did not wake up yesterday until 4 p.m. Then I went, hey Ashley P. Then I stayed up all night and I stayed up all morning today. I went to sleep at noon and I got up at 3.
Yeah,
A
you
lot
got some issues.
No, I do have sleeping disorders, Tony. If I go to sleep
I do too, and it
if
sucks.
if I go to sleep at 2 or I mean if I go to sleep at like a normal time at night, like 10, 11, 12 o'clock, I'll
That's
wake
not
up at
normal.
I'll wake up at 2 or 3 in the morning and can't go back to sleep. And then I won't go to sleep till like 8, 9, 10 in the morning or something like that, 11, whatever. I
Yep.
can't help it. If I try to go to sleep in the evening at night at 10, 11, 12 at night, I'll wake up 2 or 3 hours later and can't go back to sleep.
So you can only nap.
Basically, yeah. Like today, like I said, I had about a 3 hour nap.
well, you missed out yesterday on the phone call. Sorry.
You know, you ought to go to one of them sleep study places.
I've had
And look,
sleep studies, Gary.
Yeah, and they told him go home and stop
No, I
bothering us.
have sleep apnea. I have See, that's another thing. If I don't obviously I don't wear my CPAP because of my beard and stuff. Okay. I do have a CPAP. I own a CPAP. I need to use the CPAP. But here's what happens. I go to sleep with my CPAP on, and it's a little bit of a pain, but I go to sleep with
Yeah.
my CPAP on. I stop breathing in my sleep. My CPAP kicks in and starts pressurizing or whatever, and then I'm like gasping to try to, or I'm trying to breathe out after I breathe in. I try to breathe out, and all that air that's pushing in freaking won't let me breathe right. And so I take my CPAP off, I turn it off, and hang it up and try to go back to sleep, or I'm awake already, or whatever. You know what? That's why I don't
Now,
stick around. That's why I don't stick
Eddie,
around. People like Mark Craig.
did Eddie get back
That's
up
a
here? I
good
was trying to
reason.
tell you something. I know you can still hear me, but I wanted to ask you some questions and that because with the sleep apnea and that, I know some people that haven't, and I've seen a couple of things, and I was wondering. There's a new machine that they have out now that it only goes in, like it's almost like a nose plug that goes in your
Yeah,
nose. Have you
I
seen
can't
that?
I can no, I can't do that. I'm a mouth breather when I'm sleeping.
Yeah, but it's still even if you're
No,
breathing through your mouth,
no,
it's still
no,
no.
because the thing is, if you have it on your nose, but you breathe out your mouth and stuff, it won't work.
You
hey,
got enough
Al,
Okay,
blood.
you
Al,
know how to fix that?
Shut your
Get
mouth.
get a get a headlamp and put it on your chin and on your head, and just tighten it up.
Whatever, Al.
hey, Al, you might as
Yeah,
well just save your breath. Eddie's going to do what Eddie's going to do.
I
You
know.
know? And
I was just wondering about that machine because I seen an advertisement for it, and I was wondering, like, I was because
So
No,
I was thinking the
my
same
wife
thing as
uses her CPAP, and she has full time as we're RVing. That's one of the reasons we got to keep our batteries up to date and charged because she needs that CPAP to sleep at night. She's not a mouth breather like you, me, Eddie.
well. This is what I was looking at with that, and when I saw the advertisement for it, I was wondering, and I was like,
See you
you
later,
know,
Sherman Family Farm.
Larry Sherman.
see ya.
Well,
Um,
here's the thing. Initially, when I took a sleep lab sleep test, and initially was when I was in the Marine Corps, and the civilian contractor that came in and did the sleep lab on me. The next morning, I said, "So what's up?" He said, "You have sleep apnea and you show signs of other sleeping disorders." Now, this was 30 years ago, and it was in 1993, and this was before sleep apnea. Before sleep apnea was really heard of, mainstream and everything else. When I told my friends, my buddies in the Marine Corps, my mom, my brother, stuff like that, they thought I was lying to them because they never heard of sleep apnea and everything else. And so that's when I was diagnosed with sleep apnea. And
Hey,
then
you
I've done.
just going to the doctor and making stuff up. That's all.
And I mean, I have my medical records from back then in '93 that shows, when I was diagnosed with sleep apnea.
We don't think you're lying to us or
No.
anything.
No. I'm just saying.
No, at the time back
At
then,
the
it
time,
was
sleep
unheard of.
apnea sleep apnea wasn't a common thing. People didn't know about it.
It's the same thing you think about way back when everything started going on. Cancer this, cancer that. They used to say your chances of getting cancer, you'd win the lottery 2 times before you'd get cancer. Now everybody has it. I haven't
my
seen that
time's
many
up
lottery
then.
winners. I have not seen that many lottery winners.
Has anybody ever heard of pepper herding dogs?
What?
Pepper herding dog?
No.
Yeah.
A dog that rounds up peppers?
No.
I'd take one of them.
Gary.
I put some lemon. I sprinkled some lemon pepper on my fish. I was thinking about giving the dogs some of the.
Yeah,
No,
they're fine with
won't.
that.
Pepper won't.
hurt dogs.
That's what I thought you said. Herding. That's what. What?
Hurt them.
Well,
not herd.
Rebecca's got special dogs. They herd pepper plants.
Yeah, I'd like.
I want one.
I do too. I'd like to. Send them out and about. Train it to come back and bring me all these different pepper plants. That'd be kind of cool. Have to have some kind of a sack or something on it so it could drop the peppers into it. And you'd have to watch it.
I was just picturing him rolling a bunch of peppers in front of him with his nose, pushing them on the ground.
I will tell you this though. I think that our dogs, don't they have the same capability of having the same reaction to capsaicin
as humans?
Yeah.
I think
can
so.
burn
Yeah.
their mouths, yes, but it's not. If you put like lemon pepper on something, that's not going to hurt.
Chickens, capsaicin doesn't bother chickens. They're immune to capsaicin.
Chickens can eat anything.
Yeah,
birds. In general, birds aren't affected by capsaicin.
Yeah, but dogs, I'm pretty sure probably are.
Dogs don't have. I don't know that word.
Lacrimal, I think. Let me see if I say it again. Lacrimal. By the way, Devil Dog, I've got a friend of mine. I don't know if you know him. His channel name is Operation Capsaicin. He likes hot stuff too.
Cool.
I guess my dogs are going to get a treat tonight because I'm going to give some of that fish on their dog food.
Well, you might want to get it.
Mark says dogs don't have lacrimal glands. They are not affected by tear gas. Pepper affects and burns the mucus glands.
Oh. It was very lightly sprinkled on there.
No. Lemon pepper like that ain't gonna bother.
It isn't gonna bother.
No, my dogs eat pepper all the time.
Well, here's another.
Hold on 1 second now. Stuff that you do not want to feed your dogs. Dogs can eat people food. Dogs are omnivores. They can eat, grass.
Avocados, no. Onions, no.
Grapes, no.
Grapes, no.
Grapes, raisins, avocados, macadamia nuts, onions. That's chocolate. That's the stuff that they can't eat. That'll make them sick.
My dog's still alive then?
It'll make them sick or it'll kill them. Maybe they didn't eat much of it, Tony. Maybe they, barfed it. What did your dogs eat?
Well, they eat onion and garlic all the
Okay,
time.
well, onions can upset their stomach. It may not be fatal to them unless they eat too much of it, but onion can give their digestive tract some issues, upset stomach, stuff like
Well,
that.
I'm sorry to say, it'd probably give all of our digestive tracts some issues, you know?
But some things are poisonous and will kill dogs. Some will just upset their stomach or upset their digestive tract and everything else. But
Grape,
those things that we've named are things that you do not want to feed your dog. Onions, grapes, onions, raisins, macadamia nuts, avocados. Um, I think
Avocados. I've had no problems with that either.
avocados is very poisonous to dogs. I believe. I'll look it up in a minute.
Yes.
I know that
Yeah.
I fed my little Belle a grape and she
They've
died.
had them. I mean, my dog's still sitting here.
My dog smelt it and they walked away from the avocado.
Yeah, that's the worst one is when they. Oh, I know what that is. I don't want it.
On the issue of what to feed your dog and what's poisonous to dogs.
Circus peanuts on applesauce. What the heck is Jen talking about?
I have no idea.
No idea.
But everybody says don't let your dog eat chocolate. If he eats chocolate, he's gonna die. I had a dog that lived for 16 years, and you know why? That damn thing ate more chocolate than I ever did.
That's probably what killed it then.
Yeah, 17 years later, he got crippled and
16
old,
years
and we had
later?
to put him down. But he was 7. He ate chocolate his entire life, and it never hurt him. One of the
Okay.
big things
Hold
with
on.
that, I think, is
Garlic. My dogs
Okay.
eat what I eat.
In
They
lar-
eat whatever's in what I eat.
Okay.
And garlic is an onion or one of those things that always in everything I eat.
Okay, avocados in large amounts, it can cause vomiting, diarrhea, and myocardial damage. Avocado flesh's high fat content can lead to gastrointestinal upset and pancreatitis in dogs if they eat too much, and because it's calorie dense, it can also lead to weight gain.
I think that's the big one. Is too much.
Okay, hold on. Well, onions. Onions contain compounds called disulfides and thiosulfates, which can be toxic cats and dogs if ingested. The ingestion of onions causes conditions called hemolytic anemia, Heinz body anemia, and methemoglobinemia.
What are those
which are
symptoms?
all manifestation of damage to red blood cells.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
so it's like a
onions
person becoming
onions can really mess a dog up.
onions. You're not supposed to feed onion peel or anything to goats or anything like that either. From everything that I've ever heard, don't get
Okay. Grapes, like grapes and raisins, the most common early symptom of grape or raisin toxicity is vomiting, which is generally seen within 24 hours following ingestion. Lack of appetite, lethargy, and possibly diarrhea can also be seen within the next. Oh, hold on a minute. Let me. It says, should I worry if my dog ate one grape? Unfortunately, even consuming one grape or raisin can be fatal. Ingesting the fruit could potentially lead to acute, sudden kidney failure in dogs. That's what
happened.
That's a good reason not to own a Chihuahua.
Well, one of them killed my Lulabelle. So, a
grape did.
Yeah, I gave her a grape. I didn't realize it was bad for her, and she ate it. Otis turned his nose up at it, and then I started to give her another one, and she didn't want that one. So, yeah, that was what happened with Lulabelle, I think, because a few months later, we ended up having to, she had kidney failure. We had to have her.
Okay, macadamia nuts. Dogs who eat macadamia nuts most commonly experience weakness in the back legs, vomiting, and diarrhea.
That sounds like double dog to me.
Experts at the ASPCA Animal Poison Control Center, APCC, say that in most cases, These negative effects are mild and can be managed at home with little guidance from a veterinary professional. But you still shouldn't feed them macadamia nuts.
Nobody wants to eat those things anyway. Oh, don't tell me you guys like them.
And then macadamia nuts, they're they're not as good as cashews and almonds.
Or give me a pecan and call me good.
And chocolate, clinical signs depend on the amount and type of chocolate ingested. For many dogs, the most common clinical signs are vomiting, diarrhea, increased thirst, panting or restlessness, excessive urination, and racing heart rate. In severe cases, symptoms can include muscle tremors, seizures, and heart failure. That's for chocolate. So what about cheese? Dogs can eat cheese, but it may give them gas.
Oh yeah,
a lot of people use cheese when they're training dogs.
My dog loves cheese. Cheese is high in fat, and feeding too much to your dog regularly can cause weight.
You're gonna wake my dogs up. You keep talking about this subject.
Can cause weight gain and lead to obesity. Even more problematic. It could lead to pancreatitis, a serious and potentially fatal illness in dogs. Cheese is okay for dogs as long as it's done in moderation. You don't want to feed them regularly and excessively cheese. But
you mean don't feed them American cheese?
But dogs can eat cheese. My dogs love cheese, don't you, Gracie? On piece cheese? On piece cheese?
Yeah, there's no doubt they love the cheese.
She's eating, the little.
I buy pepperoni. That's my dog treats.
Oh, nice.
I'll go to places, they're like, "Oh, your dog want a snack?" And it's like, "What is it?" If it's not beef jerky or pepperoni, he's just not gonna look at you.
See, those like cheese sticks, the ones you peel, the string cheese or whatever that you peel and eat stuff?
Mozzarella.
I'll get that string cheese, and me and Gracie will share it. I'll be eating some and give her some. I mean, dogs love cheese, and cheese ain't, as long as you don't feed them too much of it, anything in moderate. Well, not anything, but a lot of things.
Well, it's no different than us. I mean,
Randy.
We each have our issues if we eat too much cheese. Why?
Now, I'll tell you what, eggs.
Baby Bell's awesome.
From what I understand, eggs are pretty much good for anything or anybody. Dogs, they're good for dogs. Chickens will eat their own eggs. Freaking goats like eggs. People.
You lay your own egg. I have to steal mine from chickens.
No, I don't lay my own egg. My chickens lay eggs.
My dogs, they don't get eggs. Since I'm on the road and I don't have my chickens anymore, my dogs don't get eggs. And buggers are so expensive right now.
Well, my dogs are eating fish tonight.
Awesome. Hope they don't get salmonella.
They will.
My wife for years. Dogs can have fish. They can eat fish. It's like, they'll get sick. They'll get salmon poisoning,
No, you do not get your dogs.
It took me 20 years before she understood the fact that dogs can eat fish.
No, you don't give your dogs grapes, Charlie. Grapes or raisins. No, it'll shut down their kidneys.
Don't eat them yourself because they're not any better for you. Or unless it's in a wine or
fish is
oil.
good for dogs. Fish is good for people. Fish is good for people, dogs, cats, everything. The proteins and fats, the omegas, omega and omega whatever. And
it's good for them. It's good for us, right?
Yep. Grapes are good in wine, Tiffany.
Grapes are good in wine. I'm not a whiner, so I don't have that issue, but...
You say you're a whiner?
Give me some honey, I'll show you some mead.
You want some cheese with that wine, Tony?
You don't have enough cheese. You're not from Wisconsin.
I don't have to be from Wisconsin. I got goats. I can make goat cheese.
And you can eat that yourself, yes.
Eddie, do you like blue cheese?
I love blue cheese.
I like blue
I
cheese.
do too.
My body don't like it. I get almost food poisoning when I eat blue cheese.
I
Wait, still
love
on the cheese topic?
blue
Oh my
cheese.
gosh.
All right,
Cheese is
that's
a big
it.
one, Al.
Hey,
Come
you know,
on.
I'm out of here. Al don't like my topic, so I'm.
I just found it strange, to be honest, still talking about cheese. I was expecting to come back and see Urkel up on.
Holy cheddar.
Yeah, I love blue cheese.
My wife will not touch blue cheese at all.
I don't
And
think I've
anytime
ever
I
had
order
blue
a
cheese.
salad or something like that, I want that cheese on it. I want that skunky, nasty smell. I want the flavor.
Goat cheese. I eat a lot of goat cheese.
I've never had goat cheese or goat butter,
Feta?
goat
Feta
milk
cheese?
for that matter.
Goat cheese
Feta
is actually
cheese is-
pretty good.
It is, yeah.
Goat milk's pretty good too.
There
Goat
is a,
milk, I don't mind goat milk, but it has a little bit of a strong taste to it that you kind of got to get used to.
there's a restaurant up here called that's an Italian restaurant that one of their best salad that I know of is a walnut and goat cheese salad. It's really good.
Yeah, that's what I had it in the first time. I think I might have had it was in a salad, and it was with a leafy green salad, so it was like spinach and stuff like that, and it had the walnuts in it, and it was served with the goat cheese and a strawberry dressing.
Mm.
Oh my God, was it ever delicious!
Mm-hmm.
Very delicious.
I'm not a fan of strawberries, but some of the syrups and sauces you can make from them. Wow.
I just made strawberry and apple jam today. That was fun. That's tasty. Because
Neither one of those are ripe. How
What?
are you getting strawberries and raspberries?
I bought them in the supermarket.
Alvin,
What?
where's Johnny be good at?
Why did you change my things so the avatar?
Because I was talking and y'all couldn't hear because I removed myself from stream.
Yes, and that's the way I liked it.
You know what?
Where's
Let's
Johnny be
just
good?
Johnny
shoot that
is
dog
doing
and
a
we call
course.
it done.
I'm sorry?
Johnny is doing a course on navigation, and that's why he's not here today. He's in that course for the entire.
Yeah, he's done at Canterbury's.
Sunday.
Okay. Later, Jen.
See ya,
I'm
Jen.
still here.
See you later, Jen.
Bye, Jen. Good to see you. Thanks for coming.
Bye, Jen and Steve.
Oh, Steve was here?
No, it's just in the name.
Well, I've got to go. I've got to get started packing, getting ready for our trip.
That's in a week from now.
I don't want to have to do it the day before.
It takes you that long to pack.
She takes her time.
I take my time so I know what I'm wearing.
Gary,
I'm not sure
Eddie,
how big
hang
a
on,
double
hang on.
bag does it take to put Ronald
Eddie.
in.
Listen, you cannot get on Rebecca's case with how long it takes her to pack. You don't even have your mail calls done yet, man.
That's exactly right.
That's a good point.
That's unpacking, not packing out.
Which
Well,
is easier to do.
Some of us are packed and some
Hey.
of us are unpacked and some of us aren't even close to
Bye,
either
Rebecca.
one.
See
You
you,
know-
Rebecca. Thanks for coming in.
We've been missing our
Love you,
thermos for a
sister.
while. We've been missing our thermos for a while. And then
Hey, Bobby
the other
Joe.
day, I was cleaning some stuff off of the couch, and I found this bag that that we had unloaded from our trip down to Devil Dogs. Lo and behold, there was a thermos full of coffee.
Did you drink it?
No,
It
it
might have
was
been pretty potent.
probably by then,
Might have woke you up good.
but it wasn't still hot.
If there was sugars in there, it might have been more than.
Could have been.
coffee.
Well,
But
I
Fermented.
was watching.
I got other things for that.
I was watching NCIS the other day, one of the older episodes, and Gibbs woke up, from the night before or whatever, and he still had a cup of coffee, and he took a hot iron or something and stuck in the cup just to heat up the coffee, and then he drank it.
That's funny.
I don't see the issue. Hey, I used to cook my chili on the forge when I was working. I just put the can up there with the top popped on the forge. Oh, that looks done. Eat it, keep it going to work,
That could be a pretty interesting way to do some stuff.
Hey, I have literally thought about fixing my hot dogs with this flame weeder I got out here.
I don't see the issue.
I don't either. I just thought it'd make for an interesting video too for my cooking channel.
Oh, you got some grandkids out there to hold the wieners on the stick. Otherwise, you just plant them in the ground. And, all right, I'm weed burning. Oh, I might as well eat while I'm doing it.
Well, I don't have any kids.
Hey, Charlie and Brandy will be in your neck of the woods on the night of June 8th and part of the day on the 9th. We would like to get with y'all for lunch or breakfast, is what Charlie said. Gary.
Yes, definitely. That would be awesome. June the 8th. What day of the week is that? Well, I know the 3rd is on a Saturday. So that's 5 days later.
Oh my God, we don't even know what this day of the week is.
I did not say CSI. I said NCIS. Naval Criminal Investigative Service, Randy. Number 1. Number 2 is I record that show. And so anytime I go to, it's all actually on Netflix. So whenever I go to sleep at night, I put on NCIS because I've seen every episode of it multiple times. And so I don't have to.
You slept at night. I thought you only slept early mornings.
Well, when I go to sleep, Tony, no matter what time it is,
Come on, everybody come in and argue, and that's all good here.
I put on NCIS and go to sleep to NCIS because I don't have to pay attention. I've seen every episode and everything else.
Well, that's what I does with Star Trek. I clicks on Star Trek and I
was thinking about Stargate the other night when Gary had his Star Trek trivia going. And I'm like, I don't know anything about the Star Trek thing. Yet I've seen everything, I do have to watch Deep Space Nine through again because there were a bunch of questions in there I just didn't have the knowledge to.
Well, I watched all of them, and they're all still on Netflix. So I just continuously, I'll start watching like Next Generation. Then when that's done, I'll start.
Yeah, right now I'm watching a weird one.
And Star Trek Enterprise is on there, so I watches that, and the original Star Trek is on there too. So
Picard's been interesting.
Well, I didn't care for Picard, but that's just me.
I started watching it, but I haven't. I never finished watching it. I think they changed some of the characters like some of the species. They changed way too much.
Well, the reason why
you didn't like Picard because he come after Shatner, and everybody was used to Shatner and everything.
No,
we're
talking